We're going to go over bracing, but let's look at a concept before we do that. And that concept is that you keep your head over your tailbone in the kayak, so that even though the kayak may tilt, you counteract that tilt by keeping your head over your tailbone. So you're going to rotate the kayak, but have your head as a counterbalance. If you get pushed around by waves or wind sometimes, the kayak could be tilted or lean, at which time you're going to counterbalance by keeping your head over your tailbone. If, however, that's not enough and you actually lose your balance, you have to use a stroke called a brace. And the brace just gives you the momentary, secondary, really just a second, to rotate the kayak back under you using your lower body. So the lower body is able to move the kayak all over the place, while the upper body's still. It can rotate the boat under you. Those are examples of a low brace. The low brace works with your elbows up, knuckles down, paddle shaft nearly on the cockpit or on the cockpit coaming of the kayak. When you're keeping your head over your tailbone, that's to stop you from falling down or falling over. When you lose your balance, you need to bring your head back to the same side as the knee or thigh that is righting the kayak or rotating it under you. Well, what's going on is, if I'm doing that maneuver I just showed you, running the risk of capsizing to this side, this knee is stopping me. When I lose my balance, this knee has got to pull me back upright. And my head needs to come over to that side. That's the low brace. This is something that is often, when you're learning, accompanied with capsizing. So again, you want to take formal instruction, and you want to be dressed for immersion. You want to be ready to, if you capsize, be able to get out of the water. So you wouldn't want to do this in the middle of the bay. You want to do this close to shore. Elbows up, knuckles down, back face of the paddle to the water, low brace. There's another form of brace called the high brace. The high brace uses the power face of the paddle, not the back face. And this one is in a pull-up position, as in elbows down, knuckles up, power face to the water. One works best. The low brace is the one that you can use most, and the one that most of us use most of the time. It'll work anywhere from back here, here, on around to about there. And once I get past that point, I can't keep my elbow up over my hand, and I lose the ability and power to brace. That's where the high brace comes in. I can use a combination of a high brace from in front of my torso. So those are the two. Practice them where you can get out of the boat easily. Take instruction, learn to do them well, and they'll stop you from spending near as much time in the water as if you don't learn them. High bracing, low bracing, head over tailbone. Thanks.